The Sarah P. Duke Gardens at Duke University has repurposed some of its valuable remaining land so all of us can get our hands dirty and learn through old-time gardening using old-time principles.
When we have 55 acres of gardens, we can teach people a lot. But we can't allow them, because they're display gardens, we really can't get involved in the hands-on active horticulture. So this garden fills out the picture and allows us to get people involved in digging and planting and caring for and harvesting and tasting plants.
This is the Charlotte Brody Discovery Garden. It's where kids can discover that vegetables don't grow in the supermarket. And adults, you'll appreciate a near-perfect vegetable garden maintained almost exclusively by hand. This is hands-on. Really?
Right. This is, again, about as hands-on as you can get. You actually go out and grow the fruit that you're going to eat off the table. You're actually harvesting it, you're pruning it, mulching it, fertilizing it as needed. You're taking care of the bug problems, you're taking care of some of the disease issues. So you really interact in this garden very well.
Jason Holmes leads the Discovery Garden team. I'm presuming you didn't spray these.
We haven't sprayed anything.
I mean, there's no bug damage. There's nothing. I mean, what do you pick the bugs off by hand?
We have been picking bugs off by hand. We have been using a lot of organic pesticides. So we are using such things, but they are organic, so they're going to be healthy for us, for the environment.
The garden is just over an acre, but there is or will be fresh food everywhere. As one season's crops end, the garden team plants a new crop to match the weather.
In early winter, you'll come in and you'll see cool season crops, lettuce, peas, those sorts of things. And then you'll move on to warm season crops and you'll see the squashes and the tomatoes and beans and that sort of thing.
Every time we garden, we're experimenting. And it's always a challenge, whether it's by Mother Nature, whether it's by the public, whether it's with ourselves. And so I think it's really come together nice, and it's very much what I thought it would become. At the same time, it changes daily.
The Discovery Garden's goal is becoming an example of sustainable horticulture. Rainwater is collected off the tobacco barn for irrigation, and crops are selected for organic gardening conditions. But all the crops are common ones.
It's been very experimental, what works, what doesn't. This year it's been really hard with squash, just because there's all kinds of things right now that want to be on squash. So.
Squash are delicious.
They are delicious, but they're a pain to grow.
Lindsay Fleetwood tends the vegetables, the landscaping, and the on-site chicken coop. The garden team is trained to do it all and tend to humans who drop by to ask a few questions. The folks that work in this garden, are they here that you can ask questions of them, or are they working and you leave them alone and just enjoy the garden?
No. The staff members that work in this garden are very much enthused about the idea that they are instructor horticulturalists, teacher horticulturalists.
People act like sustainability is a new concept, but it seems like this is old school gardening.
We're bringing back more of the old school type stuff just because it worked. And, you know, maybe we're finally seeing that some of this new stuff just doesn't work like the old stuff does.
It's a quiet morning on this day when we visit the Discovery Garden. The core team was hard at work, but this isn't the whole team. A pristine organic garden requires many hands, professional and amateur gardener volunteers, right down to the youngest guests.
We have a lot of volunteers that come into this garden and help us out, so it's a really good mix to get the hands-on out here with both gardeners, volunteers, families, children, you name it. We all work together on this.